the Biden administration discussed plans to strike Iran, to strike nuclear sites in Tehran if they speed up towards a bomb. I'm really not sure what to make of this report, really, because the United States and even Israel, they've been saying that, Iran is just, at one point they said 1 week from a bomb, at one point 1 year from a bomb. Every time they come up with this new number of how far Iran is from a bomb, right? It became boring. But why are they saying this now? Why are they reporting this? Well, it could be due to many reasons. Number one, this could be a show coming from the United States administration to Israel, because there's a lot of things that are just for show, really, with no substance whatsoever. Listen, we will back you if you want to attack Iran, but we might need to have a ceasefire. Or, Iran, we warn you not to attack in case something happens. We might change our position when it comes to Israel attacking you in the future. Because so far, the US position when it comes to attacking Iran for the past 15 months, unlike in previous years, by the way, in previous years, the United States used to say, if Iran attacks Israel, we'll annihilate Iran and a regime change, and all of that changed since the war in Gaza, since the genocide in Gaza. And the official position of the United States has been, for the past 15 months, is that Israel can attack, we will help defend them, but we will not participate with them. Now, really and truly, the United States logistical support, missiles, at the end of the day, the US is Israel and Israel is the US, right? But there wasn't an active US participation against Iran. That's undeniable. In the first Iranian attack, when the US and other countries helped Israel take down some of these missiles, Biden told Netanyahu, you got to win, take the win. The senior figures in the US Army, they told Gallant as well, we won't attack Iran with you, but we will help you defend yourself. Likewise, the foreign minister at the time, Katz, who's now a defense minister, tried to speak with the British and French foreign ministers at the time, telling them, if we attack Iran, we hope that you participate with us. The French foreign minister found it offensive, and he even had reported comments on that previously. So it's not like there's a consensus when it comes to Israel attacking Iran. But this could be a signal from the Biden administration that we might actually change our view when it comes to attacking you or Israel attacking you, and you could potentially participate if you either attack or if you decide to take action that will make Israel's security even worse. What could Iran do? Well, Iran could do many things. Iran could do many things when it comes to support. Iran could do many things when it comes to logistics. Iran and the technology and assistance they give for the resistance fronts in the region is undeniable. However, how likely would it be that the US actually attacks Iran now before Trump comes to power? That doesn't really look very likely. In the US, well, there's a problem when it comes to the military itself. There's more criticism coming from the military establishment, including active personnel. Well, there were reservists and an active member of the army who committed these bombings in the US just a couple of days ago. And, well, are they capable of going on an all-out attack? And if they have a strike on Iran, do they think that there won't be any sort of retaliation against that attack? All of these things need to be taken into consideration. Now, when it comes to the threats, it's not only Biden, it's also Trump. Trump also has a hostile approach towards Iran. But again, it could only be all talk, because Donald Trump likes to talk a lot and likes to threaten a lot. And many of these things are just simply statements. And they contradict themselves, like Donald Trump, for example, saying that I want to end all wars in the Middle East, and he's constantly talking about Iran to a level where he actually even entertained the reports coming from the United States about potential Iranian involvement in his assassination. An absurd and ridiculous proposition. If Iran does this, they know what we can do. It appears to be show, more than anything, and talk potentially to please his Zionist donors, saying that there's undeniably a chance that something might happen. However, when it comes to Iran are clearly prepared. Iran are clearly prepared, and are clearly prepared with both China and Russia. Recent statements coming from Iran about more strategic and defense coordination, and military and economy and political coordination with China. Their ties with Russia are very well known on the military side, on the economic side. Well, Iran helped Russia in Ukraine. Russia helped Iran with certain weapons and defense systems. They have backers at the end of the day. And it's about how far, really, the US administration is willing to go with this warmongering, because the main problem is the US administration with its presence globally, military presence, with its state-sponsored terror against other countries. And it's a country with the most waged wars, which are acts of terror, illegal acts of terror against other sovereign nations, by the way. But they like to sugarcoat them and promote them as a democracy. That's state-sponsored terrorism against other innocent nations. And no matter how much you want to spread propaganda or try and portray them as something else, that doesn't really change the fact that's state-sponsored terrorism from the United States, which is in essence a militaristic oligarchy spreading nothing but wars and chaos across the world. So there is that prospect. However, a moment where we're simply 25 days away from Donald Trump actually becoming the US president, coming to office, and a sensitive period where there are reports of a potential ceasefire and potentially very advanced phases, or the most crucial phase of a ceasefire, it's unlikely that something will explode all of a sudden in this period, despite Israeli attempts to try and act as if they are the decision makers in the region, because all of that will be changing, and it will be changing very, very quickly against Israel and against the United States as well. And these were the main things that I want to talk to you about in this video. As usual, I hope I shed some light and added some beneficial information for you. And I will hopefully see you soon in the next video. Peace.